BlackRock and JP Morgan truly running America? Guys, it's not the president running America, it's the bankers. In today's video, I'm going to break down exactly what I believe is happening. And as you look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. My name is Coach JB. What I work to do is to make complex macro and microeconomic strategies tangible so you can put them into your practical everyday life and radically transform your family's life. Remember, in order for you to be on earth, the earth must resist or you would not be present. Let that sink in. Before we get started, we get hundreds of messages a day, thousands per week on JV, what are you doing? So what we did is we created solutions. That's what we do. We create solutions to problems. So basically, we created a free guide for you, 16-page guide, no hoops to jump through. Put in your email, be in your inbox in 15 minutes. That is in the description of this video. In my social media platform, click the link. You can download the free book, 16-page guide, The Warrior's Guide to Financial Freedom. The number 2 free resource, or 2 separate ones, is I'm a licensed insurance agent. I have licensed insurance agents in all 50 states, expanding into Canada within the next 60 days. We teach people the infinity banking concept, how we secure our wealth with tier 1 capital, which is insurance. They teach you how to insure your life. They don't teach you how to insure your wealth. Remember, the bankers run the world. They're called banks for a reason. They dam up your money. So in the description of this video or in my social media platform here, click the link. You can set up a free consultation. And then there's the free book, 2 different resources. All right, so let's dive right into it today. So before we kick it off, I want to share with you guys something very, very important. And what I'm speaking is the truth that I'm living. Okay, my life has radically transformed, specifically the last 17 years. What transformed for me, I'm going to be honest with you guys, in 2020 when I started my YouTube channel, well, we didn't start our YouTube channel, but I started to express my research, my 8 to 9 hours a day of research. And I fell into the trap of believing Trump was coming back. You know, every 15 minutes, we thought he was going to pop out from another parade and all these, you know, he was going to come save us and all these people were going to get arrested. But remember, guys, none of that stuff happened. And then I started to sit back and self-reflect. And I started to ask myself, everything I'm seeing in my physical reality, I believe in manifestation, but do I really believe in it? Because what I kept repeating was the same thing over and over again. So I decided to try something. So I started to go from the inside out. I started to connect to the field and understand in order to exist on earth, it must resist me. I started looking at everything as a cause and effect based on the microcosm, the decisions that I'm making, and my ether within my body, which is my nervous system. So I started to heal my nervous system. I started to heal my mind. I started to recreate the story, and I started to magnetize the field that hadn't existed yet. And in 4 years, I have radically transformed my life. So as the world has become worse in the physical, which is all playing out, it's by design, nothing is by chance, which I'm going to break down from a banker standpoint. Guys, I started to manifest from the inside out. And when I wanted to see love in my life, I fell in love with myself. I healed myself. When I wanted to see peace, I became peaceful. When I wanted financial freedom, I started to live a free life. And everything changed for me. So I'm going to here to share with you guys that everything is inverted in this world. The bankers run the world. This war that is happening is all for financial gain. History will continue to repeat itself until you stop the repetition, until you realize that you are here to transmute darkness into light. I'll say it again. The earth must resist you in order for you to exist. If there was no darkness, if there was no resistance, you would have no idea what the light is. So what's being presented to you is for you to transmute the darkness into light to ascend to a higher frequency. Okay. A lot of you guys are not going to feel this. You're not going to understand this. But once you start to go through it, you'll see that when you go protest, all you're doing is increasing the energy. So everything you're doing and responding on TikTok and all these videos you're posting and all this fear and chaos is all by design. These bankers are sitting back watching this and saying, we got them. You can control 3 things: your thoughts, your actions, and your emotions. So if they can keep you in fear, if they can get you to protest, you're looking this way. And the solution is created by the person that created the problem. Think about that for just a moment. So if you got your house in order, so let's just put it into physical context. Let's go through the news really quickly, okay? I wanted to give you guys context, so I'll go through this and then stay till the end of the video. I'll present a little bit more around this. We'll talk about an inside out effect, okay? So all eyes are on BlackRock Coinbase partnership. This was on September. I'm going to show you a timeline. September 1st, 2022. So as you look this way, they're switching everything to blockchain technology and they're tokenizing everything. War is for profit, and unfortunately, it is really brutal and it's very sad what they do for power, guys. But it's always been that way. It's always been that way since history that they presented to us. It's always been that way because the 1% has always been the 1%. Okay, so this was July 4th in the timeline. July 14th, BlackRock has a responsibility to democratize investing, including crypto, Larry Fink says. Okay. Then we got JP Morgan. This was on September 7th, 2023. JP Morgan. So that's Jamie Dimon exploring. Oh, what happened here? I lost you. Let's go back. Can you guys still hear me? Oh, there we go. We're still presenting here. There we go. I don't know what happened. I don't know if you guys could see the rest of that. Anyways, so we'll keep going. So JP Morgan is exploring blockchain-based tokens. Oh, I hit stop sharing. Sorry about that. JP Morgan is exploring blockchain-based deposit tokens for payments. Okay. They're exploring it. We're checking it out. But remember, Jamie Dimon told you that Bitcoin's a pet rock. In 2017, Jamie Dimon and both Larry Fink told you that cryptocurrency is used by criminals, fraudsters. They're pet rocks. But now blockchain, they're using blockchain, they're exploring it. Well, the news came out yesterday, October 11th, 2023. JP Morgan debuts blockchain collateral settlements in BlackRock Barclays trade. Okay, so let's bring this on. So remember, guys, as you look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. So I've tried to take you through the step-by-step process of problem, reaction, solution since 2020. Trump is coming back, guys. Trump's going to win. That's the trumpet. Okay. Biblical prophecy is being played out. But the Jesus that I know, the Jesus that I've learned about, that is love, high frequency, taught me to suffer with purpose, taught me how to understand that people, humanity is oneness, source, connection. We are all connected. He went from village to village. He was not a religion. He was love. He was frequency. He was us, right? Going out there and expressing that we can, we will, we must, we will never give up. He taught us that Cain killed Abel. I can't, I'm able. It's already finished. But what's happening is biblical prophecy is playing itself out to the T. But what if I told you this is to play out for you to transmute this darkness to light and that you're playing in to the devil's plan? What if you are? Think about this for just a moment. Let's just take this into context. So let's take it into a physical context for understanding. And I'll share with you what I did. Okay. I stopped worrying about a president coming back and anybody coming to save me. I accepted that I'm already saved by Jesus Christ, Christ consciousness, chrism, Christ. Okay. So I started to do my meditations in the morning, my prayers in the morning. I stopped worrying about your judgment or anybody else's judgment on my belief system. I connected with God every single morning. I created a fasting protocol. I built a great relationship with my daughter, great relationship with my son, and I started to magnetize to the field that I wanted to see. So in the last 4 years, no matter what happened in the physical world, I no longer worried about that. And when things happened to me, I saw them as things that I needed to transmute into light. So when something negative happened to me, I was in the belief system and still in the belief system that I created that from the inside out. So I controlled my emotions, which is the third thing, right? My thoughts, my actions, and my emotions. By controlling my emotions and staying balanced in it, I was allowed to keep control of my thoughts, which allowed me to magnetize to the field. And every action I take is based on my thoughts and what I'm magnetizing to. When something negative comes into my life, I realize it's for me and not against me. And I hold my frequency high. So over the past 4 years, I've focused on getting my shit together. That's what I mean by when I say get your shit together. I worked harder on myself than I did anything else. I stopped blaming an invisible enemy. I stopped blaming the government. I stopped fighting people. I stopped trying to protest. I stopped trying to tell you how to live your life. And I started living it. I started actually embodying it. I started to go from having a house and I created a home. I focus on what I can control. And if I want peace in my life, I become more peaceful. If I want love in my life, I become more loving. If I want higher level conscious people around me, I raise my consciousness level. I love God with all my heart, love God with all my heart. Therefore, I love humanity as I love God. That allows me to love every single person and their belief system. I'm not here to change your belief system. I don't know what you should believe. I know what I should believe, and I know what my house believes. We believe in God. Okay. Next, I treat others as I want to be treated. I teach my kids this. I embody this. I show them when we travel, everything we do, we treat others as we want to be treated. And the last one is mastering Judas, judgment, which was on the right of Jesus right before he was crucified. Judas betrayed him. Jesus mastered judgment. Okay. He forgave somebody who put him up for silver to kill him. So I mastered judgment. I stopped judging other people. We created a rule within our academy and our ecosystem with our 27 team members. If we talk about somebody more than twice behind their back, we talk to the person. Because if we're talking behind someone's back, we don't want a solution. We just want to complain. We just want attention. So if we are talking about somebody more than twice behind their back, then we talk to the person because we want a solution. Okay. We stop casting judgment because we don't know what's going on in the other person's paradigm. So, all these people on TikTok, on YouTube are giving their opinion of what's happening in Palestine, what's happening in Israel, what's happening in Chicago, what's happening. You don't know what's happening. You're not living that paradigm. You're not experiencing what those parents are experiencing when their kids are being taken away or their families are being murdered. That is not your living experience. The one that you're experiencing. And if you want to change and you want to eradicate war, if you want to eradicate all the negative things happening, the devil is a broken, scared little fucking boy. Straight up. The devil is a abandoned, scared little boy. So what does the devil do? They have a fucking adult fit and they do things like this. What do you do with someone that's throwing a temper tantrum? Do you feed into it? What happens if you feed into it? It gives them energy. Imagine a world if you just ignored it. Not ignored the death and things happening. That's not what I'm saying. But you didn't give the devil the energy. And you said, you know what? I want peace in the world. So I'm going to be peaceful. Every person I come into contact, I'm going to treat with a loving spirit because that's what you can do right now. Or you can strap up and go to war. Head out there. Think about that for just a moment. What you can do in your paradigm is stop posting about it and fucking be about it. If you want peace in the world, then become peaceful. Stop posting about it on TikTok. Stop posting about it on YouTube. Stop saying you're a Christian and start acting Christ-like. Treat others as you want to be treated. Love humanity with all your heart. Don't give the devil power. 99% of our DNA is exactly the same. Only 1% separates us. I think it's even less than that. So think about that. We're 99% alike, but we argue about the 1%. That's by design. That's the devil's playground. When they asked Jesus, who is the prince of the earth? He said the devil. So if the devil is the prince of the earth and everything is inverted and everything is backwards, you actually come into the womb with your heels on your head backwards, as my coach taught me. You invert into the world to experience and to transmute all this darkness light. So all the experiences you're being presented with are things you created or you committed to transmute. From the womb to 8 years old, you're in your programming phase. And then from 8 to 80, you're cycling all those things you learned in the programming. And your job is to cycle and transmute those so you can raise up and heave up into heaven on earth. The devil was cast to earth, guys. We're playing the devil's game. The bankers run the world. They're scared, broken little boys and little girls who need a hug. That's what they are. Anybody who wants power over another person and their life and wants to take their sovereignty is a scared, broken, lonely, abandoned little boy that their parents didn't pay attention to them. So give the devil a hug by being love. Give the devil a hug by being peaceful and watch what happens. But hey, nothing changes until you do. So I stopped trying to change the world and I changed myself. So I asked myself, how did things change so dramatically since 2020 to 2023, going into 2024? I changed the microcosm. I healed my nervous system. I healed the broken little boy inside. Still got a lot of work to do. I started treating others as I want to be treated. I set boundaries. I stopped judging other people. If people judge me, I just say, okay, I know my intentions. And I focused on my family. I built a home, not a house. I built a home. I built family structure at 2 o'clock every day. I'm off so I can raise my kids and have dinner with my kids. So I'm not sure if this is hitting your heart or this can be accepted, but all I'm telling you is what I did. The difference between me 17 years ago, a drug addict committing suicide, to the guy I am today is Christ. Not a church, not a religion, but Christ. Jesus taught me I'm already saved. I'm already powerful. I'm already strong. I'm already worthy. I'm already abundant. Jesus taught me that if I follow a process of reconnecting back to my nervous system, if I spend some time fasting, spend some time with my Father, if I build a relationship, if I work on my frequency and my energy and my vibration, that I can live heaven on earth. And I'm experiencing it right now. And you become fearless because you know who the devil is. I know I'm here to experience what I'm experiencing and all the things I went through, from a drug addict to suicide to all the things that happened to me, divorced twice, all these things. They were meant for me to transmute or to repeat and stay in the same cycle and do it again. So if you want to eradicate war, stop posting about it and stop the war in yourself. If you want to get rid of the devil, then look at the devil inside of yourself and heal that. You don't fight fire with fire, guys. And when you walk into a dark room and you turn the switch on, the darkness is gone. So become the light, okay? Become the light. You are powerful, you are strong, you are worthy. And I truly, truly love you. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go.